Hey everyone, welcome back to Pepcoding. So in this video, we are going to solve a new question which is basic calculator 3. So what we have to do is we have to implement a basic calculator to evaluate a simple expression string. String will contain only non-negative integers and some operators like plus, minus, multiply, divide operators and opening and closing parentheses, right? So all the intermediate results will be in the range of this minus 2 raised to power 31 till 2 raised to power 31, right? So I hope you have watched the videos of basic calculator and basic calculator 2. So you will get an insight. If you have not watched the video yet and you have not solved those questions first, please go and watch those videos and solve that question, so that you will be able to do this question and you have some insight what we are doing in this question. So as we had seen in the basic calculator, basic calculator 2, and this question is basic calculator 3, right? So for the basic calculator, we had the simple operators for the plus, minus, and the opening and closing parentheses. For the basic calculator 2, we had plus, minus, multiply operator, and divide operator, right? Basic calculator 3 question is the mixed up question for both the questions, like for it has all the operators which were used in basic calculator and basic calculator 2. So the rules will be same, like we have plus, minus, opening, closing, multiply, divide, all operators are there, right? So let's see if we have this 5 into 2 minus 16 plus 5 divided by 7 minus 42 by 8 into 7, right? If this is the string given, how we can solve this? We know that the opening and closing parentheses have the greatest priority than the multiplication and divide operator. Then plus and minus operators will come, right? So for the opening and closing parentheses, what we have, we will keep them all on hold. First we'll calculate this, then we'll calculate this, right? So opening and closing parentheses first, then we'll calculate the divide and multiply one. So what we have is 16. We'll solve this first. So on solving this first, the parameters are same, like there are plus and divide. So first we'll calculate this in the parentheses, then we'll add 16. So we'll have 16 plus 5 divided by 7, which is 0. Like we have discussed in basic calculator 2, like we have to ignore 0 point something something. So you have to ignore the decimal part, right? So we'll have minus of, in this bracket will come later. So now 5 into 2 minus 16. This bracket is solved. Coming to this bracket, what we have, we'll first do this operator, whichever operator comes first, because divide and multiply have the same priority level. So whichever come in the leftmost direction, we'll do that first. So if we divide 42 by 8, it will come as 5 point something. So we'll ignore the decimal part, 5 into 7, right? Now first calculate this one. So we have 5 into 2 minus 16 minus, calculate this one, 35. Now the priority came, multiply has the priority now. So we'll have 10 minus 16 minus 35. Now subtract them in any order, it will not make any difference in the answer. So what we'll have, 10 minus 16 minus 6 minus 35 will come as minus 41, right? This would be our answer to this expression. Let's take one more example. If we have 2 plus 5 divided by 7 minus 6 into 2 plus 7 divided by 2. So yeah, this is the given string. What we'll do, the answer will give priority to bracket first so that we can simplify further. 5 by 7 minus 6 into, first this bracket will get solved. In this bracket also this divide operator will get solved first, then the others. So we'll get 2 plus 7 by 2 will give 3 point something, but of course we'll ignore the decimal part. So we would have like 2 plus 5 by 7 minus 6 into 2 plus 3 is 5. This is solved now. Now we have divide operator and multiply operator, whichever comes first. Like here, divide came first in the leftmost side. We'll do the divide operator first. So solve it like, we have 0. It will come 0 point something. So we have to ignore the decimal part. Minus 30. So now do it in any order. It won't make difference in the answer. What we'll have minus 28, right? So this was the concept, how we can simplify with all these operators, using all these operators. So what we'll do is, if we have 2 into 5 into 5 plus 2, then minus 6, 6 divide by 5 divide by 4 minus 2. This is the given expression. We'll use the data structure stack and we'll restore the stack again and again when we store the values of the parentheses in one stack, right? So we'll make one more stack for the parentheses one, right? So this will take place here and we have a pair class of 2 into. So what we'll have, we'll make a pair class. We'll make a pair class of stack of integer type. And we have a sign, character sign. So these will be created in the pair class. This is our pair class. So this will contain 2 and the sign. So we'll solve the parenthesis. Sign will come here. Now the parenthesis came, right? It will be solved here. Say 5 is here. Then we have multiply. Multiply by 5. What we have? 25. Then plus sign came. What we have? 27. Answer can be is stored in a variable val. Let's say 27. Now again the stack is restored, right? So we have the value stored in a variable and we will restore the stack again. So this was the value as 27, right? Now this is solved. Now we'll come, this will be solved first. We had 27, this will come and will be solved later. Then we have this. We have a sign of minus and we have 6. Then we have divide operator, right? So this will be stored in the pair class. And what we have in the parenthesis, we have 5. Then we have the sign as divide. So 5 divided by 4 is 1, right? Then we have the sign as minus. Subtract it and we'll get -1. So our value would be again -1. This value first get multiplied by this one. So this will give 2 into 27, which is 1454, right? So this will get popped out from this parenthesis stack now and has given the value 54, right? So for this -1, this will first get divided by 6. So 6 divided by -1 would be -6, right? So -6, and we have this minus sign stored here. So we'll have, this is stored in another one and this one is stored in another one, right? So this gave 54 and we have, what does this give? This gave minus of -6. So we had +6, add them and we'll get 60 as an answer, right? So this was the approach behind our question. So let's do one more time. We can have 5 into 2 plus 6 divided by 3 plus 4 minus 2 into 6. So we have the pair class here. This will get stored in the pair class. We'll have 5 pair with multiply sign, right? And we have the stack which will solve for the parenthesis. 2 came, sign is plus. Then we'll solve +6. First we'll solve divide by 3 because divide is more important, has higher priority than the addition one. So it would divide and we'll give 3. Then we'll plus them and we have 5. This will get stored in value variable and we'll restore the stack once again, right? So this gave 5 as value. This will be get multiplied by the pair class, which is 5 into 5 and will get 25, right? Now another stack, a new stack came and we'll have one more pair class, pair which will have 4 and minus sign, right? Then this came for the parenthesis one and this stack will have 2 multiply sign and 6 will give 12, right? This gets stored in the value val 12 and this was sorted and gave 25. This one is sorted, gave 25. Then this one will first sort with 12, which will give 4 minus 12, which is -8. And After that, will get added to this one. 25 minus 8 will give 17. 17 will be our answer for this equation. So let's code it now. Okay, so as we have done the basic calculator too, so let's put the code from there. It is almost same, just we have to make the pair class and some of the changes. Let's take that code from there. We had basic calculator too. Okay. Submissions, Java. Okay. Take it to the basic calculator 3. So now what we have, we'll first make the pair class in the class main. We'll write static class pair, and we'll make a stack of integer. Give name as st, and we'll have char s, right? And then what we'll have, we'll make st pair equals to st, and the next one would be sign equals to s. Making a pair of this one, right? Sign equals to s. Next, what we'll do, we'll calculate. Coming to this one, we'll make one more stack of pair stp equals to new stack. Okay. So we'll store this in another function, I think. Yeah. I think from this to this part, we'll make one more function, public static void cal stack integer st comma char sign comma val int val, and we'll store that in this function, all the operators. Okay, so next, after this, what we had to do, we'll call the cal function st comma sign comma val, right? After this, what we'll do, we'll write if condition was here, we'll start with else if th equals to opening parenthesis. Opening parenthesis condition was not in basic calculator too. So what we'll do, stp dot push new pair st comma sign. right? And next step would be we'll make sign equal to positive, right? After this, we'll do st equals to new stack. We'll restore the stack again as we were doing in our approach. Okay. After this, we'll come to our next condition, else if it would be closing parenthesis, ch equal to. Then what will we do? We will do, we'll make a pair p equals to stp dot pop the value from stp, and we'll make a sum variable as 0 while our stack dot size is still greater than 0. It's not empty. What we will do is we'll update our sum from popping out the values from stack, and st will be equals to p dot stp, update the values of stack, and sign equal to p dot sign. Right, done. And we'll call the cal function again, st comma sign comma val. So sorry, sum. Okay, next what we will have is we'll write, this condition is already there, I think, else is chh. Okay, so let's run the code and see if it's correct or not. Sum plus equals to, yeah, I think the last condition was correct only. So let's run this code. The last condition is correct. Let's run this code and see if it's correct or not. So output is coming as expected. Let's submit this code and see if it's correct or not. So all test cases passed. So I hope I was clear with the concept of basic calculator 3. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.